Today I'm gonna introduce the Coohom modeling service. So I'm not sure if you have heard that Coohom also provides the modeling service for our users. And so especially for the enterprise users. And so I don't know how you use Coohom like most of the time. Maybe you are doing the interior design in the projects, or if you're generating the 3D viewer or using the photo studio. I'm not quite sure about that, but I think modeling is the foundation of all of the design. So Coohom is very convenient for our users because it has thousands, or not thousands, or I'll say millions of models in our public library. It's really good. It's really good. It's really handy for you to just drag and drop the models into the project. However, we still have some time. Some scenario that we might find that we cannot pick the model that I really want, like from a particular brand or particular design, or just my own brand. So in this case, so modeling is another option for you to choose. So after you providing the basic informations like the photos, the dimension, the textures of the products you want, and then you can require Coohom to provide a modeling service for the enterprise users. I'm gonna just go through the very general procedure of our modeling service for you to have a reference, or just give you a little bit glimpse of it. So firstly, we want to make our clients to make sure that you really need Coohom to provide the modeling service. So how do you know that is you can ask yourself, am I gonna use the model just for Coohom, or I want the model to be used on other platforms as well? For this question is we can only provide models in Coohom standard, and if you want us to make models for other platforms, we might need you to provide the standard of other platforms for our modelers to have a very clear image, and that also may cost you more. So another question is, do I need the low poly models or the high poly models? Because as we all know, for the AR function and the 3D viewer, the lower the polygon is, the faster it loads. So sometimes if we do not care so much about the details of the model, we just want to see the shapes, the color, the texture. So you can require us to make the low poly models. Or if you want to take a very beautiful render or photo shooting, you might request us to make a very high poly model. Okay, so these are the basic informations we want you to make sure before you hand in the modeling request. And then I want you to make sure that if you have the capability to
Karena gunting loh, ada orang gunting rambut.
To manage the modeling service on the whole process. For example, we need only one person for the contact window, and we need someone maybe have the access to the real product to add more photos and images to be the reference. And also if you have a very special texture that you want us to make, and because some textures it won't show very well on the image, so if you can send us a sample of the texture, we can also scan it and make the texture for you.
I don't want.
Okay, so this is the basic requirements checklist for you. So if you say, well, I confirm all of these informations and I really need the Coohom modeling service, so what should I provide? Okay, let's move to the next page. Of course, the first thing is the photos, because we cannot get a real product. It's very expensive for you to ship your product to us. So photos are the most important one. So I want you to know that the lighting is very important. It should be even and soft and no shadow on the product. That means the product image should show the true brightness and true color temperature, because we all know that different lights, like sunlight, the LED light, they have different effect on the product. So we want you to make sure or clarify what color or what texture is the correct one for us to refer to. And another one is the resolution. So next thing that I want to mention is the resolution. So our principle is the resolution should be as high as possible. So at least 1 megabytes or above. So this means that the picture should be very clear even after we zoom in. So we should see the very details of the, for example, the wooden textures or the stitches or some very small part of the product. And also we need different angles for the product to give us a holistic picture of the product, like the front view, side view, back view, top view, and perspective. And also you can zoom in as close as possible to show us more details on the textures and some special details, like for example, this band here and also the welding frame. Okay, and for the texture, if you can provide us the standard texture, that would be great. But if you cannot, we still need a very clear photo on the textures with correct lighting and color, temperature, etc. So after you provide these collections of photos, we still need more on the dimensions, because the model is a virtual one, but if you put into the actual scene that are in your project, you will find the size is very important. Sometimes we don't have the dimension and clients say, well, just have a guess. Yes, we can have a guess based on our experience, but it might different from your real product. And once you put it into your design, you will find, wow, the table is too large. And by that time, because you've already accepted the model, so you cannot change it anymore. So we really want you to provide the dimensions in advance and with a very precise dimension we need. So if you have the technical drawings like the AutoCAD or some technical softwares you're using, that will be great. That will be really, really helpful for us to make a very precise model. And just remember that the more information you provide, the better the model will be. And a model cannot be 100% identical with your product, but we have the confidence that if you are providing abundant and qualified materials, we can make it as perfect as possible. Okay, the third one would be the textures. So we can see here we have some special textures like the velvet and the wooden, the timber slabs, and also the fabrics and leather. So if you have any special requests on the textures, you can either shoot a close-up image, or you can provide the referencing images from website if you cannot get accessibility to your product, or you can like describe it very detailed in Word for us to, and we will provide you some pictures and say, well, based on your description, which texture is the one you want, and you can send us back. So you say, well, this one is what I want, and we will use that one for the model. Okay, so that is the basic requirement from your side. And what is about our Coohom service? So after we receive all of your information, our service will start. And according to the complexity of the models, we've divided them into 4 categories. So from simple to complicated, and the lead time will be different accordingly. So it will be faster for a simple one, and it also will be faster for larger amount, because we can arrange more human power to work on the project. And also, if you are in a hurry, you say, well, this project is very urgent, so we can arrange that for you for additional charges. Okay, so that is what the general information. And we also have a modeling procedure here. So we can see this part is the preparation phase. So this is from your side to prepare all the information for us. And the modeling process will be started from our modeler confirm the completeness of the information. And if we say, well, that's abundant, we'll start modeling, and we'll keep noticing you on the progress of our modeling. Like we will send you an email, say, we have 50% down, we have 80% down, and we're almost finished. So, and after we finish the model, we will also notify you to do the action of accept the model. So if there is no response within 5 weekdays, we will like automatically regard you as confirmed our model. But if you provide us the feedbacks within 5 weekdays, we will if you check on our modeling system, you will find your product, the render effect, the previews of Photo Studio. So they are here, and you can collect the feedback of your company, your team, and provide us the comments. And yes, in the modeling system, we have a comment box, and you can leave your text or image comment. So we can receive your comments and we can revise the model. So how many times can we revise the model? We can, we provide 3 revisions for a single model. If you are not satisfied with the shapes or color or texture, so something that's our model side. But there's one thing that I want to mention here is if you change your original information, for example, you're making a red sofa, and after we upload the model and you say, I want a yellow sofa, so that is not acceptable. We cannot remodel that. So in that scenario, you have to request for another new product with the yellow sofa, so we can model it and give that to you. Okay, so that is basically our standard modeling procedure. So I'm not sure if you are interested in our modeling service. And so if you have any request on the modeling, please contact your CSC or other team members from Coohom side, and we can provide a more detailed information for you to refer to. And also we can evaluate your products and say, give you a quotation and lead time. So yes, that is pretty much from my side. So Alice, and do you have any questions based on the modeling service here?
Hello, Joe.
Yes, Alice.
Yeah, thank you for your introduction. So, may I know any of you have any questions for this process of the modeling side, please? Because Joe, she's the expert of handling this section, so that if you have any questions, you may just raise up here and she will reply to you. And also, I realized from the training, we have the clients from the B and from the C, and also, I share there's a feedback link in the group as in the chatting bot, so that if you like, I mean the clients from the B side, you can fill in this one, and your relative CSC will share you the coupon for the rendering as supporting for your side. This is only for the clients from the B side. Yeah, sorry, but if I mean the clients from C side, you also want to get it, welcome to being our B side customers, and we will share same supporting for you for the coupon rendering.
Yes, well, I want to mention another one is the parametric modeling. So if you are designing the kitchen and bath and you're making some closets or cabinets, we can also provide the parametric modeling service as well. So that means you can change the dimension inside of your project. And so that will be another service we can provide. Yeah, that's my comment here.
Thank you, and also thank you for the reply from VSK. Yes, and so if you like, please kindly to fill in the feedback of that, and later on your CSC will contact with you to share the coupon of the renderings.